guys, and who's here with me today?
I don't know, who am I?
Please welcome to my channel, the amazing Miss Faye!
Ah, thank you so much for having me.
She is here. This is Curtis, in case you didn't know the boy name. So this is Miss Faye, my favorite queen from RuPaul's Drag Race. She's here. And in case you didn't know, Curtis did my makeup. She transformed me into Misbehaved on her channel.
Yes, my sister.
No, your fish daughter.
My fish daughter.
Your fish daughter.
That's the rule. If you paint
Because I have a vag.
We call her eel sauce.
Dragon roll.
Udon.
So, in case you didn't see that video yet, please go check it out. I'll put a link down below. Go watch
We'll
that
be right
video.
here waiting for you.
Yeah, we're here. We're still here.
I'm still winking. I'm winking at them because
we're still here.
It's not a
You're
twitch.
back? Okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna get glam now. Curtis is gonna become Miss Fame. I'm gonna become halfway through Misbehave. So we're gonna have fun.
The street version.
Not
the straight. The street. Like daywalker. Like we can go out and it's believable,
Daytime
passable. Passable fish.
Passable fish. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so the first thing I'm gonna use, Nivea Man Aftershave Balm. You always start with eyes, right?
I always start with eyes. We do the opposite direction. You do foundation to eyes, I do eyes to foundation.
I probably should start with eyes today first.
Do you ever do it that way?
No.
We're actually doing the Drag Race edition of Getting Ready.
So if you've not watched RuPaul's Drag Race,
you have
Curtis
to
was
go
on
there
it.
Immediately.
And they got about an hour and a half to get in full drag.
Yes.
And knowing drag queens, that's impossible. So I'll be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Sticks, and I got Curtis to use these on me in the video.
I fell in love.
And he loved it. So first I'm going in with 117 on the inner perimeter of my face.
That's exactly the product I used on you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It does wonders for a canvas.
Yep.
A canvas.
The canvas feels good.
Yeah, the canvas is right. Rode hard and put away wet, I like to call myself. That's my nickname.
It's a long.
That's a short nickname, girl. For a long history of a... Never mind. All right, I'm gonna take Teddy eyeliner and I'm gonna cut a new crease.
If you're new to Curtis, pay attention.
This is what I do every time. This is what I do on, even with utilizing my natural brow, the way to find your new socket line, and you could do this with powders, but for me, I really like to create a defined line. I just lift my head back into the light like so. And then as we did with you, there's your natural bone structure. There's a bigger socket line than your lid is permitted. So I'm gonna just draw above, right, like here, etching the line. And like, I like to create a little bit more of a mood with the shape. So I go up high and then I drop down low. Let me feel it in your pussy hole.
I feel it.
And then you just extend the line out. So this is a bit, I mean, it's a little choppy, but like we blend. I'm just going in and I'm blending. I'm using a Cossetti brush D240. You just blur out that. The thing I like about using Teddy liner on
your dick.
On your dick is because I like it because it's neutral. It's not a warm brown. It's a little bit cooler, and I feel like it can it creates more of a shadow rather than just putting a warm crease. A warm crease.
A warm crease.
And I know warm creases. I'm actually sitting on one right now. I spend the most time on my eyes. I feel like that's like where a lot of my attention ends up going to, and then I try to go master class through the rest of my face.
Eyes are the window to the soul.
They're the fogged glass to my ass.
So what was your favorite part about being on Drag Race?
Getting to walk the runway.
Really?
I honestly, that was what I was most prepared for. My whole identity as Miss Fame is the supermodel drag queen. I wanted her to revive the essence of beauty with no boundaries, and that gender really doesn't have to play a card in being a beautiful persona. I was obsessed with those old iconic women from the 50s and the supermodels from the 90s, so I grouped those together. And when thinking about watching the history of the show, I always look forward to watching that runway look from every queen. Who was creating what were they wearing? And yes, the other challenges are fabulous, and the makeover challenge. I really was hoping that we would have a makeover challenge where they brought somebody in that was not our drag sisters.
Right.
That was a very good twist to this show, but once you've already buried half the cast, you don't want to bring them back. So I was like, girl, I'm sorry, it's true. That day we were so pissed. Ginger was gonna go on strike. She's like, no. It was good that the production team thought to bring them back.
Of course, it was a twist.
I hated the twist. I hated it. I did not want to play that game. Because they're working so hard to stay in the game.
Yeah.
And then you saw them go and then they say, one of these queens is sticking around. And you're like, girl, no, bye.
Who's your favorite queen?
Of all time?
Uh-huh.
I always loved Raja. I still love Raja. You know, and I have a fond love for my sister, Violet. Because I love her aesthetic.
You're so basic next to your makeup skills.
No way, girl.
Yes, girl.
No way, girl. 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 So what we're going to do is I'm going to take clear eyelash glue. This is like pageantry trickery.
You keep on going. I'm filling my brow in.
I'm just going to go over the lid with the entire product. And I'm going to recut that crease, so I'm painting the lid with lash glue. And now I'm going to go straight in with the glitter.
Oh.
Pressing glitter directly on that glue.
It is so beautiful.
It's magic. So how'd you get turned on to Drag Race? What's your history with the show, honey?
Because of you.
Are you kidding me?
Miss Fame was the first queen I ever encountered on the YouTube. I looked up a video on how to contour a nose or something.
Yeah.
And there was your first transformation video with
my
one
God.
platinum wig.
That was,
and I felt an addiction because it was so, I love transforming and I love transformations. And how you went from Curtis to Miss Fame just really amazed me. It was like magic to me. So immediately after, I highlighted the tip of my nose.
And it was over.
And I was obsessed. And because of that, I found out about Drag Race, obsessed over that. And then when the last season came around, I heard that you were in it. And I lost my shit because you were my favorite queen. And people should know that I did that drag series where I did a look every week. And every week I wanted to do Fame, but I couldn't because that would be
biased.
That would be like Miss Fame.
I'm not mad about it at all. I'm not mad about it at all, girl.
So then people were, you know, asking me to do a look from
other queens.
And I was like, no, I just want to do Fame.
And I love you. And I remember watching you do my bearded queen look.
I went to a special store to get that mustache.
Yeah.
I know some people just didn't get it, but when I put that mustache on, I'm like, I'm fucking Miss Fame right now.
It was so
and
cute.
I felt so good about it.
I loved your details. You were really, really good at makeup. Like, you went in, you studied it.
Yep.
You did not cut in the corners.
Even when you were on the backstage Untucked.
Yes.
And you would look down and be like, oh, print screen. Oh, the crease goes into a point like that. And I lived for it.
Like, I was on your social media watching that. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, this girl's good.
Thank
she knows
you for
what's
the
up.
inspiration.
Anytime. Reality TV is
a special cookie.
Yeah, it's a special cookie. And so I realized I went between like feeling like, oh, I could totally handle it because I worked with reality people. Yeah. I was working with makeup on reality sets.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, oh, I understand the flow of this. And then you're there and you're like, never mind. It's like everything you thought you knew, throw it out the window because it doesn't have any validity at that point. You're like watching your life happen and you're there, but you almost feel like it's an out-of-body experience. Just try to survive an episode at a time, you know? But I loved that I did it. I loved that I was a part of the family of Drag Race. It's an amazing show.
During the season, of course, you look up to certain people.
Yes.
Who were your favorites?
I would say it was, my throat, there's literally a frog in my throat. I was like, fuck, I can't say it. Beyond me. It was Violet. You know, Ginger was the best actress on our season. She's really an extremely talented actress. But I feel like we know that works every time. We know that.
Yeah.
That comedy is gonna kill. There will always be a platform for comedy. But when Violet and I got to learn a bit more about her background, I thought this is somebody that has a skill set I have not seen in Drag Race history.
In case you're wondering why we're hurrying so much, we're filming at the YouTube studios in New York City, and we're on a schedule.
Like a tight one. Like Drag Race timing. I watched your transformation with Jeffree Star. You guys cracked me up. You were crying.
I could not stop. He killed me.
He's funny.
I love Jeffree so much.
We're actually doing a transformation. Yeah. Come on, goals. This is a great way to get rid of a smile line that I've noticed. I take the brightest foundation you can get, which is the TV Paint Stick in 00. It's like a yellowy undertone. I go on my smile lines like that. I fill those bitches up. Tapping it.
So what is your favorite look you've ever done? Favorite makeup
Oh
look
my god.
ever. You gotta...
I love my New Year's look that I posted on Instagram in the full latex Linda Evangelista catsuit that I found in London. I think that I can't clock a specific. I actually, I love the picture Marcelo Cantu took of me where I'm wearing that little tiny finger wave and I have a pencil thin brow at the time I was shaving my brows off. And it's like a dark OCC lip tar.
The vintagey looking one?
Yes. I love it because it's different. It was like a little bit out of the box for me.
How was the first time you tucked?
It's horrible.
Is it horrible?
Well, actually...
I always like, how does it feel like?
It feels like you've got a lot of pressure in your penis and balls area. I used to do like the, Silence of the Lambs. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah.
When he's like, it puts the fucking lotion on the skin! When he wears the human skin suit. Well, that's how I tucked. I was pulling everything back. Then Violet was like, girl, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, my balls hurt. So she actually taught me how to physically tuck during Fashion Week after 4 years of drag.
What?
She physically touched me down there. Violet touched me! And she showed me how she likes to tuck.
No
and
way.
after that, I was like,
And
I'm a
So
woman!
how does Violet tuck?
Well, you push your balls up into the pocket in the front. There's like a pocket. And if a guy gets really cold, sometimes they go up.
Rick?
But sometimes they lift up into like that area where the pubic area is, where the hair is. And they go up there. Like Willem goes, and Willem has a fat pussy. So then after that, you put your penis between your legs and then you put a gaff on and then you've got yourself a fierce ass bikini bottom.
Holy shit.
Until the dick go boom. It's a mess, girl. You wanted to know?
Does it hurt?
Oh yes, it's uncomfortable. I've gone to the doctor a couple times from some fierce ass tucking.
What is your favorite makeup product?
I have so many. Kevin Aquan Sensual Skin Enhancer in SX01, go-to. I love TV Paint Stick. Those are my foundations. I like Makeup Forever's aqua cream colors, and this champagne-y tone is like my go-to eye, number 13, mixed with NARS primer to keep it elastic so it doesn't get flaky. My friend made a line called Glossy Girl, and the red lipstick that he has, it's called
Oh, I got that lipstick.
Poison Apple. It's like my favorite matte red because it's not so dry that you can put it on, but it's like a beautiful, it's a classic red.
Right.
It looks gorgeous. I love Alcone lashes, number 300, and I stacked 2 of them as my classic fan
I
lash
bought those
faves.
as well.
Those are a few of my favorite things. I'm just gonna go like
You married a crazy person.
We're gonna go like this.
So these are, well, we have an amazing background music. Keep going. So these are
What?
What? So these are the Alcone 300 and 300T. What's the T? So I'm gonna use 300T as my lashes today. Fake lashes. But I'm not stacking them. You stack them. Love that you.
You.
Just you.
It's 11:30, so I start curling your hair.
This is Bobby.
Hey everybody!
And Bobby is the queen of hair.
The queen.
Queen of hair. And Bobby is gonna curl my hair today. So with a light powder, when you did your nose contour, go back right next to the color of the contour. Bring the bead back. And you have a snatch nose again. Look at me, I feel like such a diva right now. I'm like, oh yeah, just put on my mascara on while getting my hair did.
While breastfeeding Miss Fame.
While breastfeeding.
Like Giselle Bundchen. Let me use my Becca. The Becca highlight we bought because you suggested it. Now I'm gonna just make a point. If you have textured skin, like man skin, acne prone skin, and you still wanna glow, you have to go, there's spaces on the face you can go. I like to go at the top of the cheekbones. I won't go over the entire cheekbone, like on the inside over here. I usually go in the high point because the skin's a bit better there, and avoid the center. I use my pinky to put the highlight on the tip. Don't you do that?
No, can you highlight my tip?
Look at that. I know that you usually go like the full, you do a little bit more of the bridge.
No, I did the tip only yesterday and I liked it more. You have a good tip.
Right?
Oh, look at it. Wow. Look at us. We're trying to make it work. Okay?
I need a tight brush.
Hi, Bobby.
Those eyes are fierce, girl.
Hey.
I love that gold.
I bought it at Alcone.
You did?
Yeah.
To the Mehron?
Yeah. It's called Tiger's Eye. It's a good drag name. Hello with a snatched face. That's horrible.
To tell you I'm
Snatched. Okay, so green marble, you all should know about this. This is the shit that drags use for shows and it keeps their makeup on all night.
flake status.
You have blue marble, which is a little bit less hardcore, and green marble, and of course, when it's more hardcore, I go for the more hardcore one. It smells a little bit industrial, real deal stuff. I tried it out yesterday, and we went to an ice hockey game, and my face looked snatched all night long. I didn't eat no powder. It looked good. And when you have it on, you can kind of feel it, not tightening, but you can feel like a layer of firmness on your skin. I feel it especially on my forehead right now. And that's it, guys. We have transformed.
I can't believe we were able to achieve this.
Like,
there's no way. This
that
is
we
Drag
did
Race
this.
Reunited.
That's no way.
2.0.
You look so good right now.
You look so good. I'm jealous that your hair is bigger than mine.
Fan did her lower lash line inner corner, and it is so thin and snatched, and I'm like, how did you do that in like 2.2 seconds?
It was the adrenaline. I had the best time working with you today.
Thanks.
You pushed me for within an inch of my life.
But you look great.
And you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
2 blonde bombshells. We killed it.
Of course, you can follow us on Twitter,
Yes.
Instagram, Facebook.
Yes.
You're getting into Snapchat.
I have it, and it's all under the same name, at Miss Fame NYC.
Go follow.
And everybody knows you, girl.
Well, hopefully. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out Miss Fame's channel. I will put a link down below. Go subscribe. Go show love. Thank you so much, and hopefully we will see you guys on the next one.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a tutorial inspired by Miss Nicki Minaj. I'm so excited when I saw this look on her Instagram, and she posted a lot of photos on her Instagram with this look. And when Nicki does that, when she posts the same look over and over and over, you know she was feeling herself.